Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to tackle a very common and interesting topic in IELTS writing. Task 2, public spending. Should governments spend money on impressive architectural landmarks, or should they focus solely on schools and hospitals? In this video, I will show you exactly how to plan, structure, and write a Band-Aid essay that is both sophisticated and natural. We will focus on using precise vocabulary without sounding like a dictionary. Let's dive in. First, let's look at the prompt. We have two opposing views here. View A supports large, impressive buildings, think aesthetics, culture, and tourism. View B supports schools and hospitals, think healthcare, education, and public welfare. The task requires us to discuss both these views and give our own opinion. My strategy for this essay will be, in body paragraph 1, I will discuss the benefits of buildings. This is my concession paragraph. In body paragraph 2, I will argue that services are more important. This is my opinion paragraph. This structure allows me to end on a strong note. Before we start writing, let's briefly look at our essay structure. We will follow a standard 4-paragraph structure. First, the introduction, where we paraphrase the topic and state our opinion clearly. Next, body paragraph 1, the concession paragraph, where we discuss the cultural and economic value of buildings. Then, body paragraph 2, the main argument, where we explain why services are the foundation of society. Finally, the conclusion, to summarize and restate our position. Let's start with the introduction. We need to paraphrase the topic first. Instead of saying spending money, let's use a more academic phrase, the allocation of state funds. And instead of big buildings, let's use architectural landmarks. So, sentence 1 reads, the allocation of state funds between constructing architectural landmarks and improving essential public services is a common subject of debate. Now for the thesis statement. I need to make my position clear. While majestic buildings undoubtedly contribute to a city's character, I share the view that investing in healthcare and education is fundamentally more important. Simple, clear, and sets the stage for the rest of the essay. Now, let's move on to body paragraph 1. Remember, this is our concession paragraph, where we acknowledge the opposing view why some people support large buildings. I have brainstormed two main reasons here. First, it's about culture and identity. Instead of using simple phrases like make people proud, we will upgrade to cultural icons and foster civic pride. We can also mention how a building creates a unique skyline for the city. Second, it's about the economy and tourism. We all know famous buildings bring tourists. But to get a Band-Aid, we say they act as powerful magnets. And instead of make money, we say they generate substantial revenue and create employment. These collocations are precise and natural, exactly what examiners are looking for. With those ideas in mind, let's write the full paragraph. We start with a clear topic sentence. On the one hand, there are valid reasons why large, impressive structures are considered vital for urban development. Now, for the first point about culture. Firstly, such buildings often serve as cultural icons that foster a deep sense of civic pride and identity among local residents. A unique skyline defined by distinctive architecture can distinguish a city from its competitors. See how we expanded the idea of pride into identity and distinction? Moving to the second point about tourism. Let's use a specific example to make it convincing. Secondly, these landmarks act as powerful magnets for international tourism. A prime example is the Sydney Opera House. These structures attract millions of visitors, generating substantial revenue that supports local businesses. Notice the flow. Culture first, then economy. It's logical and well supported. Now, we arrive at the most critical part of the essay, body paragraph 2. This is where we present our own opinion and explain why investing in schools and hospitals is superior. I have two powerful arguments here. First, think about the foundation of society. Instead of saying schools and hospitals are important parts, let's call them the fundamental pillars or the determinants of well-being. And here is a great counter-argument structure. It is pointless to have beautiful buildings if people are sick or uneducated. Second, consider the long-term value. We can refer to recent global events. A robust medical infrastructure is critical for survival. Finally, we replace the economic term human capital with a more natural phrase, investing in people. This sounds much more persuasive. Let's put these strong ideas into a coherent paragraph. We start by clearly stating our position. On the other hand, I am convinced that schools and hospitals are the fundamental pillars of human development. Now, let's use that counter-argument to show deep thinking. It is arguably pointless to have a visually stunning city if the population is suffering from poor healthcare. This sentence is very effective because it directly attacks the opposing view. Next, we bring in the second point about long-term survival. Recent crises have shown that a robust medical infrastructure is far more critical for survival than any beautiful monument. And finally, the concluding thought for this paragraph. Therefore, investing in people yields greater long-term benefits than investing in concrete. By contrasting people with concrete, we create a very memorable ending to our argument. Finally, we reach the conclusion. Here, we need to summarize our main points and restate our opinion firmly. I want to introduce a Band 8 idiom here. At the expense of. This means you shouldn't achieve one thing by harming another. In conclusion, while impressive architecture can enhance a city's prestige, it should not come at the expense of public welfare. This sentence perfectly balances the two views. In the final sentence, to wrap it all up, I firmly believe that prioritizing the improvement of schools and hospitals creates a healthier, more educated society, which should be the primary goal of any government. And that is our full Band-Aid essay. It's around 300 words, fully developed, and uses natural but precise vocabulary. On the screen is a list of the key vocabulary we use today. Allocation of state funds, civic pride, substantial revenue, robust medical infrastructure, pointless, at the expense of. I highly recommend you try to use these in your own writing practice to boost your score. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more IELTS writing guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.